Yo, what's happening?
What's up? What's up?
We in here once again. It's Parking Lot Parables.
Yes, sir.
And you know what time it is. I'm your boy, Matt P.
And I'm my boy, Jeremy Chase.
Alright, so I ain't even go play with it, man. We gonna get into this thing.
Oh, yeah, bro.
We gonna talk about racism.
Racism.
Why people believe it don't exist.
Mm-hmm.
Why are people so uncomfortable when you talk about it?
Yep.
I feel like if you're uncomfortable,
Mm-hmm.
it's because you probably got some of what we talking about in you.
That's true, bro.
If it make you uncomfortable, then I mean it's tried and true, man. Like
Yeah.
if I'm talking about this particular person
Mm-hmm.
and the racist stuff he said, like
Yeah.
why would you be so bothered about it?
Exactly. I mean, wrong is wrong. It's right, right, man. Like.
I mean, and just so I'm quite clear, I'm not talking about just a white person. I'm not just talking about a black person.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because I've had, I've gotten discriminated against. Like people black people discriminate against each other.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Got
Black,
the whole
dark skin versus
Yeah.
dark skin, all this stuff, man. Light skin, all this, man. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, man.
You know, when you go in the gas station.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Middle Eastern people that own the gas stations. I don't know. I say Middle Eastern because I don't know if they from Pakistan, Afghanistan. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, like, I just say Middle East. But they come in, you know, they running the gas station. Speaking, I ain't gonna get off on that tangent about how nasty they gas stations be. A lot of times, I ain't even gonna get into that. Hold on, let me straighten up a little bit here.
I mean, but you know, shoot.
But them gas stations be nasty, fam.
Yeah. Don't ever use them bathrooms.
Bathroom, I don't even be wanting to really get no snacks out of there, but they be having the best selection a lot of times.
Yeah, cheap as I don't know what.
Yeah,
You just gotta type it in.
ain't it?
What
Like,
tripped me out?
how much you say it costs?
Okay.
Like, oh, it's 50 cents, say $1.
I'm telling you.
But like, we just wanted to get into this thing for a little bit because I mean, I've come across so many people who aren't willing to accept that we still live in a country where racism is very much alive.
Very prevalent in today's time. Like,
Now, the only thing that's about this I'd say is as prevalent as racism around here right now is denial.
yeah, that is true, bro.
I mean, and you know what? And it's important, especially as a black man. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and pander anybody. I ain't gonna pander some white person and act like, you know what? I don't blame you for what's going on. I don't. Now, don't get me wrong. I ain't one of them type of people to try and blame the white man for everything.
Yeah.
Oh, the white man is why I can't.
Keeping me down.
They're keeping me down.
Like,
They
bruh.
this ain't built for us. Granted, I will acknowledge this junk ain't built for us.
Yeah,
This country is not built for us to succeed,
no.
but you can.
you can't.
There are things that are against you simply because of your skin color. That is, there's no way
Oh yeah.
around it, and it's important. I feel like it's important it's important to not to pretend like it doesn't exist. And I think that's a problem with a lot of black people nowadays, especially like conservatives, black people who have more conservative mindsets. And not to get political, but you know, it's just it is what it is. They want to pretend like racism isn't there anymore, or
Oh yeah, man.
or that, you know, like if it doesn't affect you, great, but that's not the story for every black person you come across.
Like, my thing is, how can you see countless of stories of all of this happening, you know, police killing black men and women to these shooters, even now, like these random shooters who killing black men and women, and they calling them heroes. Like, how can you see all this and not feel that it's racist tendencies behind it? Like,
okay, so let's go ahead and clarify another thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's say George Floyd. Let's just throw him out there because that was like one of the biggest ones this year.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it just set off something, you know.
Yeah,
it
got the most attention. So
because, you know, I mean, and let's be honest, a big part of it was because of that video.
Oh yeah.
You know, seeing him just literally just sit there beg for his life and then go from that to just lifeless.
Yeah.
And on top of that, the dude didn't stop and say, "Hey, wake up!" He ain't do nothing. He just kept his knee on it.
Man, when that Joker when George started calling for his mama, and his mama was dead, bruh. So he was already making that transition. Bruh, it's so much, man. I ain't gonna lie, I was down this week. Like, man, it's like, I think it finally like struck. It's like, you know, before, of course I was, you know, cause I tried to stay away from a lot of it, man. Cause if you consume that so much, it will
make you angry,
depressed, like frustrated, irritated, all of it, man. Hostile, like it will.
Yeah. All the things we do not need to be. Like, I'm not trying to be. If I see a hateful person, I'm not trying to be like them.
Exactly, man.
I'm not trying to be hateful towards every white person I see, or hateful towards anybody, man. Like, I mean, that's crazy. I don't want to live like that.
Yeah, and it's crazy how even, you know, a lot of the cases where someone has died, even the family still forgives the person that committed it. Like, I've seen it countless times, but at the same time, they don't show us that grace, man. Like, we don't feel loved, you know, or appreciated or valued. Like, man, it feels like this country doesn't give a darn about none of us, man.
Yeah, I mean, and so this is, if there's any white people or any, well, I'm honestly, I'm sure it seems to me, for the majority of it, like, it seems to be white people who don't understand this the most.
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of Hispanics, all Latinos, all, like, even some Middle Eastern people, they understand this. It's not that I'm not upset, because, like, what upsets me the most is the fact that when somebody dies or when somebody gets killed, it's like, well, you know, he was a criminal. I was like, but most of them half of them actually weren't doing anything criminal at that time. Yeah, they've had criminal activity. They got a record. Yes, they got a record.
Yeah.
But they weren't doing anything at that time. And on top of that, the majority, like, now this is true, the majority of them, the cops weren't even in danger.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Or say the Ahmaud Arbery incident, they came after him.
Yeah. Shoot, Breonna Taylor, they bust up in her house. Like, bruh, like, and it's crazy. They shoot first and look for evidence later. Like, and it's weird. Even just walking around, man, like, I feel on edge.
Like, look, this is the way I see it. Last time I checked, you take a life, you should be held accountable, man.
Yep,
like,
regardless.
that's just it is what it is, man. Like, and this is the signal. This is what y'all were saying when y'all say things like, "Oh, he was a criminal," or he when he asked him for his ID, he should have gave it to him, or he asked him to get out the car, he shouldn't have talked back. I'm like, man, look. Haven't you seen? We have seen videos where a dude did everything the police told him to do, and you know what? He's not with us anymore.
Yeah,
you know,
a bunch of them, man.
We've seen it. We've seen videos where people have fought back, and listen, I've even seen videos where it seemed like dude was doing everything he could to get killed, but he made it out.
Bruh, like, I think I saw one earlier this week. This white guy had a huge knife, and he like this far from the cops, and the cops are trying to tackle him, and
Yeah, they hit him with a car.
Yeah, like, bruh, you let that be one of us.
I mean, and that's what I was getting at, because in Jacksonville, Florida, a couple of months ago, this guy was in his mama's house. I think he was high on something, and he was actually shooting at the police. He was a black dude.
Yeah,
he was shooting at the police, and they actually disarmed him.
Yeah,
and got him out there without killing him.
Man.
Now, with that being said, for those who hear that and say, "See, it's about the training," but true, but there are entirely too many other incidents, and I ain't just talking about with black people. I'm talking about where police are just killing people.
Yeah,
I mean, because I was like, at what point did it was becoming a police officer a license to kill? Because that's exactly what it seemed like.
Man, it is a heart issue. Like, I truly believe some police officers have a spirit of hate, and they only join the force to express their spirit of hate.
And I'm just gonna say this. I mean, they all cowards. I mean, because I'm like, most of the time they killing people who aren't armed. Yeah. I'm like, you mean to tell me you couldn't take that person down? I'm like, aren't y'all trained for that? Apparently not.
And you know what? I've seen a lot of posts that's like, and it's not only the people that's doing the killing, but the people around them that's not stopping it, that's not saying anything. And I saw one video. This man pretty much, filed a complaint about a police officer who was just like too aggressive. Like, he even said that a person complied and all that. Bruh, the next day he lost his job. And I'm like, how y'all allowing this to go down?
You talking about that police officer that basically told on his partner?
Yeah.
I heard about that. Yeah,
like, man, like, come
on.
mean,
and that is that's a very common issue within the force. An officer will he'll basically be trying to do the right thing, and they will get rid of him for it.
And I'm like,
or
man,
worse, set him up to get taken out.
So even when you want to be good, it's like, do I want to lose my job and not have income for my family, or do the right thing? And like, bruh, it's a lot, man. Like, we really need to change regulations, rules, all of that. But I mean, it's gonna take a while. Do you believe we can ever get there, bro? To a place where this isn't happening as often as it is now?
Well, I'm just gonna say what I'm thinking. So I think we can get. I believe it'll get to a point where it'll seem to die down for a while. But at the end of the day, because I do believe, like, because I believe what I read in the Bible. So it's like, this stuff technically is not supposed to get better.
Yeah.
So like, I feel like it'll seem like it'll get better.
Yeah.
But no.
Yeah, I feel you.
Like, because we're getting so far away from God. I mean, and this is just how I feel about it. It's like people want to believe in a version of God, but the one that's works for them.
Yeah.
True. And the version that works for them and works for what they want. Or don't believe.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, we're talking about basically depending on. I mean, if we was all to really seek God, I mean, then I would say yeah. But we're talking about we're living in a generation now where people, everybody's believing in self. I don't believe. I'm not speaking against self-help. I believe to an extent self-help. I mean, because it's like, for me, self-help, I correlate that with like faith without works is dead.
Yeah.
I have faith that God is gonna do this, that, and the third. Like if I got a problem in my body, I believe He's gonna heal me. But I'm gonna do everything that I can.
Yeah, exactly.
Like if I know I got high blood pressure, I'm gonna do what I can to start working out and like eating better and taking care of myself. And I believe between that and God will heal me from what I'm dealing with.
Yeah.
But we live in a time now where people are like, you know, everybody thinks they can do whatever they want for themselves, and like,
what benefits them,
and it's all about what benefits them. And I mean, that's just the type of world we live in. That's what people are teaching their kids, maybe not intentionally, but you know, actions speak louder than words. What's that saying? More than what you say is about what you do.
Yeah, man. Like,
so I mean, like, our actions are, and I mean, people have sowed a lot of seeds, man. Like, I mean, we got to think back to what this country was built on in the first place.
It was built on pure racism
and hatred. I mean, and not just like what happened to Native Americans, but the slaves and like, man,
like, to uproot someone from their home and ship them like hundreds of miles away. Like, bruh, that's ridiculous, man. Like, you know, like you said, we have a whole history of racism, and like, I feel like it always gets like a certain amount of attention, and then after a certain amount of time, it gets swept under the rug. And like, we really gotta come together and focus on these things, man. Like, it's been a battle, man. And you know, my personal theory is that I don't think it's gonna change until we hit them in their pockets.
Yeah, that's what Dick Gregory said.
Like, when that money acting funny, that's when change will come. Like, you know, that's why I'm happy that there's a lot of movements going on where people are supporting the black dollar. And I'm not saying don't buy from white folks and all this other stuff, but what I am saying is that every culture, they sow into their race, but I feel like we don't do it as much. You know, we don't look for black-owned businesses to, you know, shop from, to, you know, do what we need to do. Like, our money goes off into other businesses, other states. Shoot, Amazon alone, you know, created a platform where it's easy to just ship to other people, you know. And so, like, we really got to increase the black dollar, man. Like, we really got to sow into those that we know are doing good work, and, you know, that have a plan and a mission to build our communities. Like, and my whole thing, bro, I want to create these type of jobs where, you know, we can uplift our community, build them up, teach them how to do simple things, man. Like, there's a lot of people that don't know how to get out of the situation they're in. But, bro, if we come together and strengthen our brothers and sisters, like, we can really make an impact by doing just a little bit, man. But yeah, man, that's my theory of how we combat the racism.
And, you know, and it's important that, it's like I said, you know, we as black people, there's so many different stances black people take on this. I've heard people say, we got to start killing them. I'm like, no, bro.
We need each other,
that
man.
ain't the move. That ain't the move. I'm like, y'all ain't really ready for war, man. No. Like that this country is already hanging on by a thread, I feel like.
Oh yeah.
So like,
sure,
we definitely don't need that. So like, honestly, it's like people really gotta self-reflect. Like,
I'm telling you, yeah.
Take inventory of yourself. Like, and I think that's the problem. Like, everybody's like, this year, man, people have shown themselves to be very intolerant, very
true colors have come out like, strong, and like, we really gotta start checking people. Like, that's not right. You You know, shoot, I had one guy come on my post with some foolishness, and I'm like, bro, I don't even know you like that. First of all, and like, why are you even here? Spouting out nonsense, man. Like,
and you got people that like be trying to goad you into stuff.
Uh-huh.
Like they'll be trying to goad you into an argument.
Yeah.
Like
just trolling.
Like just troll. I'm like, whatever, man. Like I ain't gotta.
Yeah, just want to get a rise out of it.
I ain't gotta see you again in life.
Okay.
Feel me? Like that joint dead,
like,
boy.
See, he angry black man, just like the rest of them. Like, nah, bro, this ain't the case.
Like, watch your mouth.
Okay.
You better put some respect on that black.
I'm telling you.
You feel me? Like, so I heard a man say, I heard a white guy say, I don't understand why they say white privilege. Like, I work for everything. I was like, that might be true. You know, that might be true. You might have worked hard for everything you've ever gotten, but see, it takes a real type of blindness to pretend like you haven't never seen people of color, and I'll just throw them all in there. Get turned down or knocked down by someone because of their color.
Oh yeah, man.
Like it takes a real type of blindness to pretend like you ain't never seen it, man. Like,
man, there was an interview with a pastor. I don't even remember what this pastor's name. He was a white pastor, and he was, trying to have a conversation about race and all this different stuff. And like, he was like, "Well, I don't think we should call it white privilege. I prefer it as white blessings." I was like, huh?
Honestly, I thought he was gonna take the white off.
Nah. He kept the white on. Like, and a lot of people don't see the advantages they have just by their skin tone.
It's pretty simple. Okay, it's pretty simple. I'm breaking it down real quick. Okay, so if you got this white supervisor, if you got, let's say you got 10 employees under one white supervisor, and only one of those employees are black. You know how that black person is on? They got that one black person there so they can say there's no racial discrimination going on.
Yep. They done met the quota.
They done met the quota as long as they get one. They might have, like, say, one black person, one female, they might and then like a homosexual person. And then that way they can say, "Oh,
we're unbiased.
We're unbiased. We got everybody in here.
Yeah.
That's our black dude there. They got that woman over there, and that dude." Yeah, I'm like, maybe not saying everybody's like this. That's not what we're saying. That's not the point of this episode. We just want to try and clear the fog out for y'all eyes a little bit, man.
And
like,
get the conversation started, man. Like, we need to have more conversations about this. Like, and white privilege you can go so much into it. Like, even in like entertainment, especially black women, like, they don't get paid as much. They're underpaid, unappreciated, and the roles they
except
do
for
give
like
them, one or two, but the roles they do give them, they either acting crazy, like they're not shown in a good light. And like, even to the fact that, when people follow us in stores, man, like, have you been followed in a store, bro?
Yeah, not to the extent of, like, say, what's that movie? Don't Be a Menace, or Menace to Society was the real movie, but no, Don't Be a Menace did a parody to it. Man. It wasn't to that extent, but I could, like, just by looking around, I'd see them watching me.
Yeah, like, bruh, they just, some of them just automatically assume we're up to no good, and that is not the case. Like, you could have dressed the nicest, have suits, anything like that, and like, we still get judged as someone who's come to do evil. And that's what white privilege is. It's a mask to something's true character.
Yeah,
we don't have that. Like, we automatically judged as.
And if that isn't clear enough, let's paint it this way. A person says this guy robbed him. Cop he done caught a black dude and a white person. Chances are that black person's gonna get blamed for it.
Yep.
Now, I'm not saying the black person didn't do it. But because of his skin, chances are he's gonna get blamed for it.
Yeah.
Like when there's like people get uneasy when there's too many black people around. I mean, now with all that being said, stereotypes and things of this nature, unfortunately, they are around for a reason. Now I can say this, I'm black, been black a long time.
Black.
So like, people like to take a small percentage and extrapolate. Because of one person did. We all do it now.
Yeah.
It's not what we're saying, But I mean, unfortunately, we as black people, we gotta raise our, like, and you know what? We gotta do an episode about the black family.
Yeah.
And the families in general, but the black family in particular, because like there is we see it every day. Like there is a lack of the black father.
Fatherless nation, man. Like, it's rampant. I think we talked about this before, but like, bruh, and you know where I think that really started when the welfare system got in place, and like, if there was a man in the house, they wouldn't give you them benefits, and so it raised a generation of women who hid their man, or didn't really fool with them too much. And like, because they wanted that paper. That was the key thing. But what a lot of them did was take away the character of a man and a woman that they needed. And I'm not saying that, back then there was some trash dudes as well.
I'm about to say, yeah, I mean, a lot of them jokers, like, I know from like my dad can tell you from experience, like, these jokers, both of my dads actually.
Yeah.
Tell you. Like, yeah, like, wasn't sticking around like that, man. Like, and this junk goes back. It ain't just the last 20, 30 years. This mess goes back
way back
60, 70 years of fathers, like, not being there for their family, or playing around on their wives, or just setting bad examples, man. And like, yeah, we gonna have to do an episode on that one there.
Yeah, we might need to get your own folks involved in that one, bro.
Yeah,
it's the state of the black family.
Yeah, because my mama, she doesn't even know her father.
Man.
Yeah. So like, that's exactly what I mean. I mean, cause she's my mama's, she about to be 58.
Wow.
I mean, it just goes just an example of how far back this goes.
Yeah, man. It's a condition, man, and
like,
we can do all we can to try to fix it, but man, it's just like, it's happening continuously.
And why are we talking about black fathers when we started talking about racism? Because they are connected. If black people did more with each other, we worked together better than we did, then we would be further along. I mean, and there's nothing wrong with like working with other people of different nationalities and stuff. There's nothing wrong with that. But like, as far as like people who are like this, like, not working together well, we leading that charge.
Yeah, like, man, we don't look out for our own at all.
Yeah, we lead, man. I can't even, like.
And it's weird. Like, first, we don't look out for each other, and second, we always want to hook up. So it's both sides of the coin. Like, we don't want to support unless it's dirt cheap, or we don't gather support because they just don't fool with us.
Yeah, and then sometimes, I ain't gonna lie, like, man, I've been to like certain black businesses that just wasn't hitting, man.
Yeah, like, you know, sometimes the customer service and
Trash.
quality of work, you know,
Garbage truck juice.
but like I said, for every bad one, I know like 10 good ones that be on their game, and those the ones I'm talking about supporting. I'm not talking about, because I won't support anyone who's not producing quality work. I'm gonna just be up and honest about that. I don't care if you family, like if you pushing some trash, I ain't gonna support. Tell you straight up, that ain't it, bro. You need to rethink that. But yeah, man, like we really gotta come together, and you know, once we start coming together, building our communities, like I believe the world could change, but it starts with us first, man.
Yep. Like that song said, you know, man in the mirror, you gotta look at yourself.
Yeah.
Everybody has to look at themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Some of y'all, if y'all really look at yourself, probably the mirror shatter or something like that. I mean, like you have to take a look at yourself and really ask yourself, what are you really contributing to? Are you contributing to the demise of the world or the growth? Like, and a real answer. I mean, and that's the problem. Like, a lot of people really only looking out for number one.
Yep, themselves, man. It's ridiculous, man.
Yeah. So we just wanted to talk about that for just a moment.
Yeah.
You know, if you felt offended by this episode, you know,
it is what it is.
A hit dog gonna holler. So I mean, it's all good.
Yep.
Hit me up. You know. But stay away from the foolishness.
Stay away from the foolishness.
Speaking of which, you know what time it is?
Oh yes.
It is Miss Me with the Foolishness. And this is mad foolish right here. So this couple, they're paying somebody £2,000. That's UK money. £2,000. That's about $2,400 in American money, just about a little less, but about $2,400 in American money. There ain't nothing unusual about that, right? You know, asking somebody to help you move. But what is particularly noteworthy about this couple is they're naturalists. So they walking around bucket naked,
swinging
in the nude.
Like, man. So $2,400 to move some boxes.
But you gotta be naked
in your birthday suit.
You gotta help them move in your birthday suit. And they say they're gonna give you a pair of underwear to put your belongings in.
Man, I don't think I could do that, bro.
Nah, I'm straight.
I mean, I'm comfortable with my body, but I ain't.
Like, so now you gotta look.
Like, just think of you trying to move stuff, like you.
Yeah, every time you squat.
Okay, like, bruh. Just.
Every time you squat, boy, your mess gonna be out. Oh,
okay.
No. Oh, man, no.
Don't drop nothing or else it's over. Like, can you picture just picking up a whole couch? Like, trying to get it down some stairs, and you just like, oh. Like, no, bro.
No, man, I'm good on that, man.
Like you gotta drive the truck and everything new. You just
you gotta drive the truck new. You can't
like,
no clothes. I'm like,
man.
I didn't realize this was. Well, this is the UK though, so I mean, they follow a slightly different set of rules.
Like, I didn't even know that's a thing, like allowed.
Yeah, you know they got the beach, but yeah, and I think they got a new beach in Florida, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, I can believe it.
But you know, that all sounds fun. That sounds all fun until you see somebody about as old as your grandma out there.
Ooh. No, sir. Bruh, you be up there about catch a hernia trying to move their stuff. Like,
I mean, honestly, when you think about it, it would probably be easier to move stuff in the new because you ain't got to worry about your jeans or nothing restricting you.
And bro, you won't even have on any shoes, so you hitting that concrete barefooted.
Oh, that ain't gonna happen. I'm like
barefooted. Like, no, fam.
It's a very uncomfortable situation to be in. So like I don't know why anybody. I mean, well, $2,400. If you need it bad enough, you do it.
Yeah,
that's $2,400. That'll pay off one of my loans right there.
I'll move at night.
So would I do it? I ain't gonna tell y'all.
Okay, I'll get that $2,400, boy. Move at night.
So Jeremy say he'll do it at night.
I do it at night.
I ain't gonna lie. I might.
I mean, like 3, 4.
I probably done walked outside naked once or twice too. So I mean, just cause I could.
Said that freedom.
But like it feels like there's nothing there, like that old condom commercial.
Man, shoot, boy, they with that foolishness on that one.
They wild out here.
So will the wife be helping moving too, or
she out there too? So she out there swinging.
Mm-hmm.
No, with her cheeks out. Yeah,
I don't know, bro. I can do it. Like,
so, well, I'd have to assume. I'm gonna just have to assume that this would be something you ain't really want to look at. To be honest.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
I don't know.
But I would assume that.
Yeah, I highly doubt. Yeah, most of them nudists, they be.
Yeah, the ones that be like to walk around naked the most be the ones you don't want to look at.
At all.
I'm like, why y'all got to be the most comfortable with your body?
I'm like, man, shoot. Like, ooh. I bet y'all. And, bruh, you got to touch all they stuff, too. So they
been naked.
Okay, they been sitting on the couch naked. They been at the kitchen naked. In the fridge naked. You just up there trying to pick out some fruit. And you got your jewels swinging. I don't need all that. Like, bruh, don't let them offer you something to drink. I don't know where your hands been.
Yeah, like really?
Like, no.
You literally just came out the restroom.
Like, bruh, like, it's Corona season too, so we can't even wear no mask. Like,
yeah, they wearing masks and condoms.
Like, no, I'm good on that. I am good.
They too wild for that.
Okay, shoot.
Y'all put in the comments. Would y'all do it?
Would you move naked?
Bucket naked. For $2,400, would you do it?
Swinging.
Man,
shoot, they sure enough tripping. Well, yeah, gotta stay away from this foolishness out here.
Yep. Y'all, as y'all know, we gonna be going live in the next couple of days. You know, to announce the rules for the giveaways gonna be coming up. And
so, just want to let y'all know, today, my new show trailer drops. So,
bro, it sounds like the show's name is Trailer when you say it like that. I just want to.
The new show that I have coming out, the trailer drops for it tonight.
Okay, yeah, that's better.
So check it out.
Yes, sir.
Stay tuned.
Yes, sir.
Because you don't want to miss it.
Yes, sir.
I'm
y'all
telling
know what it is.
I'm telling you, it's going to be good. Going to be creative. It's going to be interesting.
I ain't dropping mine this week. We have started shooting for it, but I ain't dropping mine this week. I'm going to wait because mine ain't ready. But bruh's his is I'm excited for it. I'm proud of him.
Like,
about to make this thing do what it do.
Yeah. And you know what? It's when y'all find out what it is, you know, it's gonna be a journey that some hide about. You know, there's some people need some skills that they ain't got, but they gonna get them. But yeah, y'all stay tuned for that. Like we said, we got a giveaway that we're gonna do. I think we may put up a flyer of instructions of how to participate. So stay tuned for that as well. And you know, we're gonna do a giveaway. We might go live either this weekend or something like that. But it'll be in the flyer. Yeah,
we're gonna figure this out. So yeah, we're gonna want you to invite people. We're gonna tell y'all how we're gonna plan it all out and everything. But it's gonna be dope. So yeah, y'all just stay tuned. working on new music.
Yes, sir.
It's been pretty fun this past weekend,
Oh
man.
yeah, man. It was
Between
dope.
shooting and working on some music.
Oh,
man.
and I turned 31.
Yes, sir. Yeah, bro, turned 31.
Yeah, man. And,
How was that?
It was straight, man. Like, last year I turned 30, and it's been a year since then. But, I'm thankful definitely for what, God has done for me. How he's allowed us to be consistent with this podcast. Like,
ain't this 40 right here?
Yeah, this is 40. Episode 40 right here, man. And,
That's
we
crazy,
still
man.
doing the thing. Like, it's only going to grow more. So, like, share, subscribe. Tell your friends about us.
Mm-hmm.
You want us to get on your stuff? Let us know. Like, we'll do it.
Yeah, we'll definitely come through.
Mm-hmm.
We'll come through and
you want to be on
shenanigans.
Here? Let us know.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
If you want to follow me, you can follow me on Matthew Priest on Facebook, Matthew E Priest, or Matthew_E_Priest on Instagram, and Unpresident MP on Snapchat and Twitter.
Oh yeah, and you can follow me at the Chase Harden on all social media platforms. Oh, one more thing. I may be starting a Twitch channel. So if you into the video games, come follow me on Twitch. Because I'll be starting that at the Chase Harden. It's already formed. I'm just about to build it up. But yeah.
All right. Mm-hmm. Well, y'all remember, just take self-inventory.
Mm-hmm.
Be real with yourself.
Yeah. Be better than you was yesterday.
Mm-hmm. That's all we're really saying at the end of the day. Be better. Be more aware of the people around you, and because you never know. One thing, rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman.
Yes, sir.
Wakanda forever.
Mm-hmm.
One thing he showed us is you really never know what somebody else is going through.
Yeah.
He did all that. He did all that. Civil War, Infinity War, Endgame.
Yeah.
Black Panther. He did all that while in the midst of being sick.
Yeah.
So. And I say that to say this, you never know what somebody else is going through.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't saying go out your way to try and solve anybody's problem, but just be mindful. I mean, just be mindful.
Yeah, and tell someone you love them, because you never know when you get that chance again.
Yeah, true enough. But y'all know what it is. I'm your boy Matt P.
And I'm your boy Jerry Chase.
And this is Parking Lot Parables one time.
Yes, sir.